Hello friends, Sarah Gaston here. Listen, today I want to talk to you about something that I think is really important, and it's something that unfortunately isn't talked about very much in our industry, and that is the myth of the starving artist. Now, you know me, I can talk a mile a minute and trip over my own tongue, but let me say it again, the myth of the starving artist. We have this idea that because we are artists, we need to starve, we're going to starve, or that it is somehow glamorous and acceptable for us to starve. Obviously, I don't mean literal starvation, but actors have this idea, and I think a lot of artists do, that, oh, I'll work at this for a year, 6 months, and then, I'll be up and ready to go, and I'll be earning my living as an actor, and, life will be, house parties and yachts from that point on. And that's just simply not the reality. But the thing that I think is so damning is that there is this idea that if you are not doing this 100% of the time, and it is not 100% of your income, that you are somehow not an artist. And the best thing I ever heard was a piece of advice from Elizabeth Gilbert. You may have heard of her. She wrote Eat, Pray, Love, phenomenal international bestseller, also made into a hit movie. She said she made an agreement when she was quite young that she would never expect her writing to support her, that she would support the both of them. Because what she savvily realized is that when we put that much pressure on our creativity, like anything fragile, you can crush it, you can kill it. And trust me, it is really hard to be creative, it is really hard to generate, it is really hard to be free and expansive when you don't know how you're going to pay your damn mortgage, okay? So please get over this idea that you somehow have to reach a point sooner rather than later where only acting jobs are paying your bills, or that you're a failure, or worse, put yourself into a position where you're living on ramen because you are expecting acting to pay your bills, okay? If you could have the life that you want while being a full-time actor, fantastic. I'm so happy and I want that for you. But here's the thing, don't defer your life while you're waiting for that big paycheck to come in, okay? There are plenty of artists who actually find peace of mind by having what's called a bridge job, which is something that gives them a little bump of extra income to tide them over between jobs. And in fact, if you look at A-list actors, a lot of times what they will do is they will become producers, or they will start some sort of production company so that they can produce projects for other people as well as themselves. They open restaurants, they create clothing lines, because they know that it is crucial to have some form of income to enjoy their lifestyle, because this is an extraordinarily fickle business. And here's the thing, you may have a good month, you may have a good year, you may have a good 5 years, but if you have ever read the autobiographies of any actor or their biographies, you will know that every single actor, every single artist goes through fallow times. They have times when they are no longer the flavor of the month. And if we allow our livelihood, our financial security, and our self-esteem to ride on something that is so patently out of our control, we're setting ourselves up for a really, really miserable ride. And I don't want that for any of you. Okay, so just take it from me. You have my blessing to actually have an income that is not directly tied to an acting job. And guess what? You're still an artist, okay? Now, I want to make one distinction. You still need to treat acting like it is a full-time job. Like an entrepreneur who might have a day job and is trying to start, a bakery out of their kitchen. If you're not putting in the work, it's gonna stay hobby level, okay? So you still have to put in the work, but that may mean you've got 2 full-time jobs for a while, and you know what, that's okay too. What you want to be clear though is that you're not sort of doing acting a little bit on the side and then wondering why it's not going anywhere, okay? I still want you to go at it as if it's a full-time job and give it the time and the care and the effort that's required if you want the success that is going to come with that level of effort. Malcolm Gladwell, hello, that's Clockwork Orange. Malcolm Gladwell talks about this, of course, in Outliers, the 10,000 hours that lead to mastery, okay? You still have to put in the time, you still have to do the work, but you will have a much more of a chance of gaining success as an actor if you do that work. You just don't have to make it the be-all, end-all of your income coming out of the gate. Otherwise, you're setting yourself up for basically working in retail, smoking pot, and not doing a lot with your life. All right, I know that sounds grim, and I say that only slightly tongue-in-cheek because I've known plenty of actors who move to bigger markets with big dreams without a work ethic, and that's kind of what happens. Okay. Oh, there's the tough love, my friends, but truly I do it out of affection and support for you because I want to see you realize your goals. Okay, as always, my friends, if you like this video, please share with your friends, like us on YouTube. I recommend subscribing to my channel because guess what? You'll get the videos as soon as they drop, and I don't always advertise them. And last but not least, or maybe best is like best and last. I made a new word. It's best. Is that you subscribe to my email list because there are things that I share on email that I just don't share anywhere else. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching. Stay well, and as always, break a leg out there. It's Joe Grisafi walking away.